Hey everybody, it's Karen with Food and Family. Fall is approaching. Can you tell? Our temperatures have dropped at night and in the daytime. We'll get some more warm days, but fall's ready to take over. I have a recipe that I made a few years ago, and I want to share it with you today. I've kind of tweaked it a little bit, so I'm hoping you're going to enjoy this and hopefully use it for your fall table. And I'm calling it a Cranberry Orange Corn Muffin with a cranberry cream cheese filling. Okay, so let's get started. I've got my recipe in front of me because it's been a while since I've made this one. So we're going to start with 1 1/2 cups of self-rising flour. This is very simple. 1 1/2 cups of self-rising flour. Then we've got 1 cup of cornmeal. Okay, so that's 1 cup of cornmeal and 1 1/2 cups of self-rising flour. Then we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You know, salt goes so well in savory and sweets because it brings out the sweet, believe it or not. And we've got 1/2 cup of white granulated sugar. And we're just going to use the same measuring cup. Okay, so I'm just going to stir these dry ingredients together. We want our cornmeal and our flour and our sugar and our salt all mixed together because you're doing a little of this here and a little of that there. Okay, now let's set this aside. Another little bowl. And in this little bowl, I'm going to use 1 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now I'm going to use vanilla bean paste. You can use vanilla extract. Use what you want. If you use vanilla extract, please use the good one. It makes all the difference in the world. I've got 1 egg. We're going to put that in there. Don't break it over your bowl. You'll get shells in it. And let's mix this up. Let me get my whisk. Now, I'm going to use 1/2 cup of orange marmalade. Now, this orange marmalade has pulp in it, so I'm not using or zesting an orange because I've already got it in here in this marmalade. Trust me, these are going to be so good. It's going to give it such a good, rich fall taste. Now, I'm going to set that aside for just a minute. And I have here 1/4 cup of fresh cranberries. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to find fresh cranberries right now. I haven't seen them in my grocery yet. But these are some I had. I bought last year. I always stock up on them. And I put them in my freezer. And yes, they're still good from last year. And I'm going to give them a little chop. I don't want whole cranberries in this. So give me just a second. Let me get these all chopped up. Okay, I've got my cranberries chopped. And now you'll see they're not real fine, but let me show you about how big I wanted them, if you can see that. They're not real fine, but I wanted to know that we've got some in there. And I'm turning my hands red. I'm gonna have to wash. Okay, so let's stir those in. So I want to combine this with my dry ingredients. I'm just gonna make a little well, and I'm gonna pour all of this beautiful liquid into this dry mixture. And we're gonna stir it up. Now, I have my oven preheating to 435 degrees. And there we go. I want you to see how pretty that batter is. Can you see those flakes of, little specks of cranberry we've got in there? Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I have a 12 count muffin tin, and I'm going to line it with some of my fall cupcake paper. So we're going to get these all lined. There we go. And I am going to use my small scoop, and I'm going to start scooping in here. I don't want to overfill these muffins because I'm going to put that filling in the center, and I'm going to do it before I bake them. So let me get these filled or partially filled, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how we make the filling, okay? Okay, so I've got our muffin tins partially filled, as you can see. Now I'm going to make the filling. I have 1 block of softened cream cheese. Just dump it right there in our bowl. And I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of cranberry sauce. Now I'm using the jellied. I decided on that over whole cranberries. If you want to use whole, go ahead. But I decided I wanted to use jelly. Okay, so let's put that in there. And let's cream it up together. And it's going to change the color. It's going to be a beautiful fall color. So I blended that. I got it smooth. Now, I need a little sweet in it, right? So we're going to add some powdered sugar. And I want to put a pinch of salt. Just a little pinch. Remember what I said earlier? Salt brings out the sweet. Okay. So let's do that. And y'all like my canister? I use a lot, don't I? So I'm going to put, I think I'm going to put a cup of powdered sugar in here. And you know what we don't use, we can put in the freezer. And it will keep in our freezer until we make them again. So let's mix this up. All right, then you just mix that up till it's smooth. I'm going to take these beaters off and get them aside. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of this filling and I'm just going to put it right on top of the corn muffin mix that we already have in the pan. And this is about a teaspoon, or just under a teaspoon, because you want to be able to fill around it. So let me get this filling in here, and I'll be back with you, okay? Okay, one more muffin. Guys, I couldn't resist. I had to taste this, and it is so, so good. I certainly hope you'll try this. Now, look at here. Can you see? Oh. Now, we're going to cover it with our filling. Our muffin mix. We're going to bake these, and I'm going to bake them, I don't know, 12-15 minutes on 435. And when we come back, we're going to let them cool on a rack. And then when we come back, I'm going to show you what we're going to do next, because we're not finished. All right, I have taken these out of the oven. They have cooled. I want you to see what a beautiful tray of muffins we have here. I am so excited to try these. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? You see those muffins in there? The cranberries. Isn't that beautiful? So we want to make a glaze to go over this, right? So I am using 1 1/2 cups of powdered sugar. 1 1/2 cups. And if you want to sift your powdered sugar, you can. I'm just running my measuring spoon through there, kind of soften it up a little bit. And there we go. Okay, and then I've got 4 tablespoons of orange juice. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Again, I'm going to use the vanilla paste. Oh, this is going to be so good. Just a little pinch of salt. And 1/4 cup of orange marmalade. So we're going to put this right here. And let's mix it up. You can see the flecks of that orange zest in here. And it doesn't take but a minute. Get all the lumps out because you want it smooth. Oh, can you see in that bowl? All right, so let's clear the deck. So, come here. Get a spoon. And I'm just simply going to spoon this glaze right on top of that muffin. Now, and if it drizzles down, that's fine. Oh my goodness, y'all. All right, so let me get these finished. I want to let it sit up for a minute, and we're going to come back and we're going to taste this. I'm going to make some fresh coffee, so I can't wait to try one. All right, these have set up. And what I did, when I glazed them, I let it set, and I came back over and I put some more glaze on top of it. So I want to know that I've got some orange glaze on it. Looky there. Isn't that beautiful? But let's try it, okay? Now, I like to put it in another little muffin paper, so it kind of keeps your hands clean, right? Let's cut it open. I want to see what that filling looks like on the inside. the cranberries and mmm. Oh my word. Looky here. Oh, I'm about to take it out of this wrapper so you can see it good. Look at the center of that muffin. Can you see that? Let's give it a try. Mmm. Yeah. Mmm. I get the orange. You get that little chew from the zest. The cranberry, it's not strong, but it's just enough to give it a good flavor. And then you've got those little bits of cranberries in that muffin. Let's try our coffee. Mmm. Yeah, that is so good with a cup of coffee. Now, I can't wait for our fall holidays because this will definitely be on my table. And I think my family is going to love them. They love cranberry, they love orange, and they love muffins. Thanks for joining me today. I certainly appreciate each and every one of you, and I enjoy having you in the kitchen with me. And I hope you'll come back and visit with me soon. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my channel. I certainly appreciate it. See you soon, everybody.